Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build. So today I am building another family home, and this time I am building a modern eco family house. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to call this build. I'm not sure if I'll title it off of the house or the family, but we will see. But for now, this house is a 2-bedroom family home. I imagined that it's for a family of 4, so 2 parents and 2 kids. I was thinking that the kids could be twin girls. I thought that was kind of a cute idea. Of course, you don't have to stick with that idea. You could definitely have any kids living in that room that you would like to, or teenagers, because kind of when I was decorating it, I was thinking of teens a little bit, but my original plan was to do it for children, so it's kind of a mix in between a teenager's bedroom and a child's bedroom, so maybe they're more like a tween. Even though we don't have those in the game, I still like the idea of building rooms for them sometimes. So yeah, we could pretend that they're like 13 years old or something like that. But anyways, as you can see, the house is actually quickly coming together. This left side, I was trying to be fancy. I don't really know. I was trying to add those like exterior decorations, and it looks okay. I mean, maybe if I would have messed around with it for a little while longer, I could have made it work. I was inspired by, of course, like the houses in the distance, because they have a lot of those exterior like art pieces, I guess we could call it, like different panels, and I don't know. I really don't know the name of them, but yeah, I was definitely looking at the houses in the environment to build this one. This one is a 1-story house, though. I thought it'd be kind of nice to do a 1-story house because they're really playable, and I know a lot of people do really like to play in 1-story homes. I think it's the only one in the neighborhood. Actually, I think all of the neighborhood homes are 2-story houses, so it's kind of different, but I don't think it's so different that it looks out of place. So yeah, I still think it blends in nicely. I actually found this style of building really fun because if you guys start up your game, this world looks completely different. We're building in the new world of Evergreen Harbor. I keep forgetting the name of this world. I don't know why it's not sticking with me, but it's the new world that came with the Eco Lifestyle Pack. And yeah, when you first start up your game, the world has more simpler looking homes. They're pretty much all identical, and there's more trash everywhere. So I actually used cheats to change the world. I shared a picture of the apartments over on Twitter, and a lot of people were asking how you actually change the environment. So I figured I would explain it in this video because it does look different than if you just start your game normally. So you can do this through gameplay. You can petition for your neighborhood changes and vote, and I'm not sure how long that process takes because I did not play normally, I guess. I turned on testing cheats, and then I shift clicked on the signs where you can petition. I think they're called like the petition boards possibly. But I shift clicked on those, and then you can actually just instantly enact any policy you would like for your neighborhood. It doesn't make the changes happen instantly. Some of them do, but I think they take about a week to happen. It seemed like every 2 or 3 sim days you would get a pop-up on the screen saying that changes were happening in the neighborhood. And so I think the one that you have to click on is called like modernized neighborhood or something, and that'll change all of the houses in the background and change the apartments, and like the streets and stuff will be cleaned up, and it just makes the environment a little bit more modern and pretty. And I like both ways, actually. I think even like the dirtier neighborhood is actually really nice and a lot of fun. The only thing I don't like about it is all of the houses are identical, like nearly identical. So I think it makes building that much harder, because at least the way I like to build, I like my neighborhoods to look cohesive, like they belong together, like the houses were built in a similar time period, or you know, a similar time period, a similar style, and the same time period. I think that makes more sense. So I think it makes building a little bit harder for me, but this style I think is really fun to build in because the houses still look very similar, but they're just different enough to make any house I think that you build here not stand out completely. I mean, unless you were to go for like maybe a Victorian home or a colonial house or something, then that might stand out. But any of these modern houses I think really would blend in, and I think that makes building so much more fun. So I built this one. I actually just started another family house in this neighborhood yesterday, so hopefully I'll finish that as soon as I'm done with this voiceover, because I'm really loving it so far. And yeah, I'm really excited to build more homes in this style. So hopefully you guys will like this one, and hopefully you're looking forward to me building more homes like this, because I'm really, really enjoying it. And at first, actually, I thought that I would enjoy the simpler, dirtier neighborhood more. I mean, I still haven't built like a complete rundown house, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. But I thought I would enjoy the simpler homes better than these more detailed, modern houses. And my reasoning for that, I think, was because I typically build more like regular family homes, and this seemed a bit out of my comfort zone. But also, I wasn't that excited about these windows and doors. There's still a few things I don't really like about them. Like, for instance, I feel like you pretty much have to use the tall wall height, or at least the medium wall height, because the windows are so big. Even though they're set for the smallest wall height, they still take up like the entire wall. So I think they're a bit too big. It's not really that big of a deal because they actually look really good on the medium wall height, which I think is what I'm using here, which I know I am. They look really good on the medium wall height. And then also some of them have like the chunkier frames, like the archway and the single door on the interior. I'm not using the door here on this build, but I do use it in an upcoming apartment. They look okay. It's kind of a nice detail, I guess, to have something a bit different, but they're very bulky. And so I think they're just a little bit hard to use, but I think for this style, they're absolutely perfect. And I definitely had a lot of fun making this style come together. So yeah. Anyways, here you can see I'm just adding some decorations in this side yard. I have some monkey bars. I used a couple of these lounge chairs that came with this pack. And in between them, I put a table with a lemonade pitcher so they can lay out here and drink some lemonade or iced tea, and the kids can play. And they also have their little bug houses or insect hotels. Is that what you call them? I think. But those are actually really cute items. I haven't interacted with them at all, so I'm not really sure what the gameplay is like, but the items themselves are super cute. And actually somebody I know in real life just shared these pictures of her and her son making some just like them in, like, you know, in real life, obviously. And they looked so cute, and yeah, I don't know, I kind of want to make one now. I was like, these look so adorable, and they look just like the ones that I saw in the game, and I was like really impressed by them. So yeah, maybe someday I will make a little bug hotel. We will see. And then on this side yard, I have the clothesline, the washing bucket. I wanted to have a couple of planters over here, but there really wasn't the space to include them. And you'll notice that I also have like a bunch of these square tiles all around the house. And actually when I was playtesting the build, I thought I was going to have to delete them, and I was so upset about it because I spent so much time between them and these hedges. And also I ran into a few issues with the hedges too, but the issue I ran in with the tiles is my sim couldn't walk over them whatsoever. But it turns out it was just the specific ones I was using. So I used a different square tile that's in the same part of the live edit objects. They're like right next to them. Those ones work fine. They didn't block my sim from entering the house at all, but these ones did. So if you run into an issue with that in your game from using the square stepping stones, just use the other square ones and they work fine. But yeah, I was pretty surprised about it. But the issue I ran in with the hedges was actually one of them was blocking the refrigerator from being usable in the kitchen, and that I was also really surprised about, because usually the live edit objects don't block anything. Usually your sims can just like walk through them, so to have two of them cause me problems was actually really surprising, and it's gonna make me be, I think, a little bit more cautious in maybe playtesting things close to those objects just in case. But yeah, I was having my sim try to like make some macaroni and cheese, and she couldn't do anything. And usually, you know, when your sims like wave their hand in the air, they have like a thought bubble that pops up with the item in it, so you know exactly what's blocking it. I think with the live edit objects, they don't really know what's there. They just know something's blocking them. So I couldn't tell what it was, but thankfully I figured it out, and all I had to do was pull the hedge a little bit away from the kitchen wall on the exterior, and then everything worked fine. So hopefully if you download this, I didn't miss anything and everything will work just as it should. Hopefully, because this build was actually quite a struggle. But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed this one though. Even though I had a few issues with that kind of stuff, it was still a really fun build. But here you can see I'm moving on to the kitchen. I quickly decorated the living area. I absolutely love the living area. I think the floor plan to this house actually came together really nicely. It's a very simple floor plan, but I think it actually just makes a lot of sense. And yeah, I think it's a pretty interior, not because of really the way I decorated it necessarily, but because of the furniture itself. I'm really enjoying this style and the variety. Like, there's so many objects in this pack. Like, I think it's pretty amazing for how many builds I've done so far. Like, I've done 3 on camera. Is that how many I've done? Or 3 on YouTube? Let me look. I have my YouTube open. Let me go to my YouTube channel. I've done 2 apartments and a build, or a renovation, I guess you could call it. And then I've finished this house, which I'm sharing today. So that's 4 houses on YouTube. And then I finished another apartment, and then I'm halfway through another house. So yeah, that's like, is that 6? I can't count. 4, 5, 6. Yes. That's 6 builds, and there's still items I haven't used. Like that really adorable potting bench. It's such a cute item, and I haven't used it yet just because it hasn't fit in the build, not because I haven't wanted to, but the builds that I've been doing, it just doesn't kind of work for it necessarily. And also the different crafting machines, I haven't used any of those. Maybe if I do like a home with a garage or like a shed or something, those items will be a little bit more usable, or a basement. I think a basement would be pretty nice too, because some of them are just, they're so bulky. But yeah, I think it's actually really nice that this pack has so many items, and that I've done so many builds so far and haven't used everything. Like, to me, that's a really good sign, and it makes me very excited to continue building with this pack. But here you can see I am finished with the kitchen, going back into the dining room, adding a few extra details. I wanted to add a china cabinet, which I do end up doing. I go with that more modern base game one, and I just use it in white because there really was like no other swatch that really looked that good. I feel like we haven't got a china cabinet in so long, at least one of these tall, skinny ones. We've gotten a few like bigger, bulkier, more like, I guess you would still call them like a china cabinet. Like we got one with like cats and dogs, and one with like jungle adventure, maybe a couple others in other packs. But as far as those like single tile or 2 tile skinny tall ones, we haven't got one in a long time, and I really feel like we need a new version because I'm kind of tired of the base game ones. But yeah, I wanted to use the tan color one, which you may have saw me try to use a few different times, but it was literally like the same color as like the dining table, and I couldn't do it. But the white one works. And then also I used that hanging industrial shelf on the other side of the dining table, and that item is so pretty. But here is the hallway leading to the bedrooms and the bathroom. The hallway is very simple. I use the corner shelf from Get Famous, and then a couple pieces of, well, 1 piece of artwork, and then that hanging plant decoration that is really pretty. I forget what pack it came with, but it's really nice. But here's the bathroom. I'm using the new toilet and bathtub that came in this pack. I really like them. I think they're really nice, but I'm really honestly tired of getting new bathroom stuff. I feel like we have so many toilets, so many bathtubs, so many showers. Like, the only thing I really want more for bathrooms is more shower tub combos, because I really like the base game one. Well, actually both of the base game ones. I like the one that came with vampires. It's very pretty, but of course that's very style specific. And then also the one that's from Parenthood is really nice. I use it all the time because it comes in quite a few different swatches. Some of them are a bit harder to use than others, but I would really like to see more varieties of those showers, like at least one more with like some really neutral shower curtains and frames would be ideal. But yeah, as far as more toilets, I'm kind of over it. But anyways, that's enough talk probably about a bathroom. This is the parents' bedroom. I really had fun decorating these windows. I thought they were pretty cute. This is the new bed that came in this pack. There's actually a ton of other new beds too, but they're all craftable ones. This one is not the craftable double bed, and I really love that round woven pillow in between the bigger pillows. I think it's so cute, and I love like just all the detail on the covers and stuff. I think this bed is really beautiful, and I feel like I'm going to use it a ton, like not only in houses in this world, but in other worlds too. I think it's so pretty. And I thought this painting that came from Get Famous actually worked so nicely in here. I thought the colors like complemented the rug and the pillows on the bed. Like, it came together really nicely in my opinion, so I was definitely happy about it, because I've been struggling a little bit with artwork recently because this pack didn't come with any new artwork and I was really expecting it. I mean, there's some artwork, I guess you could say, because there's like wall hangings, but as far as paintings go, there's no paintings that you can hang on the wall. There's those leaning paintings, which are beautiful. They're probably the prettiest artwork that we have in game, but as far as other artwork, we didn't get any, and so I was really missing that and have really been missing it when it comes to decorating homes using the new items, because I really just felt like we needed new paintings really badly. But anyways, over here is going to be the kids' room. So like I was saying earlier, I was thinking that they were twin girls. You of course don't have to go with that story. You could definitely have you know, siblings that aren't twins, or you could have boys in here, but I thought it was kind of nice to have twin girls, and I really like these beds. I think they're really pretty. I think these ones are the non-craftable ones. There's a ton of other single beds that are the craftable ones. But yeah, in here I use a lot of different furniture from this pack, and of course other packs too, but definitely a lot from the new pack, as I have throughout the whole house. But I was trying to think of their personalities as I was decorating this room. So I was thinking one of the girls is really athletic, she's really into sports, so I have some sports items around, like this basketball and some posters and stuff. I forgot to put a soccer ball in here. I actually meant to. So maybe you want to give her a soccer ball if you decide to download this house. And then the other girl, I think she's really into activism, and she's kind of a little bit more of like a hippie child, a little bit more of a free spirit. So I tried to decorate her side of the room in that style. So hopefully that comes across. And then other than that, I just tried to pick items that I thought complemented the colors in the bed and the curtains. So lots of yellows and some blues and purples, and it's a very like pastel-y and pretty, I think. And then here I'm just picking out some clutter items. There I just sized down that box that came in this pack. I believe it's a storage box. I think you can actually have your Sims place things in it, like an external inventory or something. So I put that next to the more free-spirited kids side of the room, and I thought that was kind of cute. Instead of having a regular nightstand or something, maybe she just has a little box that she puts stuff in. I didn't really put that much thought into it, so it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, I thought it was kind of nice. And then also the sports girl is very messy. I put like floor clutter around, and she's got her megaphone and her basketball. Hopefully that sports clutter doesn't block the laundry hamper, so maybe be aware of that just in case. But here I'm just going on to the exterior, decorating on this back porch with a dining table, a barbecuer. I already placed a couple of these planters, and then also the water balloon bucket. And then on the front I do place a chess table, so they have that activity to do. And then I think I just go in and place a few more clutter items in the kids' bedroom just to clutter it up a little bit more, and add a few more kid-related items like those bubbles, and then also that school project, because I really like those as just different activities for kids to do. But anyways, there I just decorated the front porch with the chess table, and then a few lights on the exterior. Actually, maybe I didn't add any, but yeah, over here I'm decorating the little balcony off of the parents' bedroom with a lounge chair, and then I do pick out a plant. And then this is basically it for the entire build, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy the screenshots, and thank you so much for watching. Please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!